Now, cardiologist Dan Kibuka Gikonyo was tasked to explain whether the admission of former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua to current hospital was a plot to shield him from attending impeachment sessions in Parliament. Dr. Gikonyo, who also disclosed that he has been a personal doctor to Gachagua for 20 years, defended his summary of the medical document that had been contested by the August House and Senate. And as Ruth Wamboi reports, the courtroom was lit in laughter several times during the cross-examination as the cardiologist humorously clarified the identity of the patient RG, among other issues.
Rigathi Gachagua once again arrived in court for the third time since his impeachment proceedings began, accompanied by his wife and political allies. Shortly after, a senior cardiologist, Dr. Dan Kibuka, who had been summoned last week to appear, took to the witness box for cross-examination.
And what is the discharge date given in the medical summary? November. That's actually 34 days later. Correct?
Yes.
You have now attempted in your exam-in-chief to explain the discrepancy.
Not attempting, I did explain.
Okay.
Counsel Muthomi Thiankolu poked holes in the use of the initial RG by the cardiologist on medical records, arguing it did not clearly identify the anonymity of the patient.
And we mean patient RG, whose identity we don't know.
Which I can confirm.
It would mean that this patient would have been discharged on or before 20th October 2024. Correct or incorrect?
Or a month later.
We are following the documents, sir. Your paragraph says he was admitted for how long? 48 to 72?
Sir, please read correctly. Recommended.
Dr. Gikonyo was also tasked to explain whether he was a conduit of hiding Gachagua from the impeachment sessions.
Have you attached the images?
Let me laugh a little bit first.
Trust me, I too have been laughing about it.
On their part, the National Assembly and the Senate councils in the afternoon submitted that public participation was done to the maximum threshold.
None of the members of parliament complained that the views of the deputy speaker influenced the decision that was made by way of voting.
The respondents also want the petitioner fined for stating the internal standing orders relied on by the two houses during impeachment are unconstitutional.
Had the Senate proceeded by way of a special committee, the committee would be acting as an agent of the House. And the standing orders, my lords, reinforce that committees consider matters and report back to the House. And usually, when a committee undertakes the work of impeachment, for instance, the report then would be tabled in the House for adoption or rejection, my lord.
They further urges the court to dismiss the case and not to interfere with the discretion exercised by the Senate impeachment chamber.
All the petitioners are saying are speculations and they are not anchored on any basis. On that ground, we urge you to dismiss their issues as raised in their petitions and most obliged.
In the case, Gachagua wants compensation for the time cut short in the DP's office, benefits accrued and damages. The hearing continues Thursday, 14th May 2026. With the parliament distancing itself from acting as a lynch mob of the executive to the former DP, Gachagua's legal team maintains that the House erred in law by conducting the impeachment the plenary way. All eyes are now set on the three-judge bench to balance the wheels of justice. Ruth Wamboi reporting from Milimani's High Court.